Hey, what's up? It is Alan Maldonado. Here we are for another episode of Mal 20 Mindset. This is a running podcast for running enthusiasts, running elite runners, novice runners, beginners runners, non-athletic runners, all runners from top to bottom. This show is for you. I have an incredible guest, an incredible runner. Her story is fantastic. I love seeing she went from a 5:52 marathon to a 3, I believe, 12. Oh my
15.
God. 15. Welcome. Let me get it right. Welcome to the show, Madeleine Ringbom. How you doing today?
Thank you, thank you. I'm doing well. I'm in Finland, so it's 7 p.m. for me.
Is it? Oh, it's the
Yeah.
evening. Okay. What's the weather
Yes.
like out there?
It's dark.
It's
The window
the-
behind me, it's not an outdoor window. I'm in an
okay.
office building, but it's as dark uh
Okay.
outside as it is there. But it's snowy. It's a lot of snow. We have
A
gotten
lot of snow.
snow since 27th, maybe. So I think so. We got it
Okay.
after Christmas, something like that.
Okay.
No, actually,
Okay.
I'm lying. I think we have only had snow for 1.5 weeks.
Okay. All
So
right. Well,
it came
listen.
on this side of the year. But I love snow. I love running in snow, and
Oh,
we'll
really?
probably get into that later. But I always run in shorts, except if the run is more than 90
Even in
minutes,
the
and it's
snow.
yes.
Okay, all right. Well, let's get into it then. Like, where did your running story begin? Is this new? Have you been running for since a kid? How? Well, where did it all begin?
Okay, so I have always been active. I used to say, or I tend to say that since like baby swimming, what's that, like 3 months old, I have kind of always been active and done different things, kind of gymnastics, more for kids,
Okay.
um, and then dancing, some football or soccer, as you might call it,
Yeah.
and yeah, been on and off for like I played 3 years and then had a pause and then 3 years, maybe 3 years later or something like that.
Hmm.
Not a
Hmm.
pro. I'm very like uncoordinated, so running is a very good sport. And I've done like tennis and horseback riding and some swimming, but not for long periods. But I have always been active. But running was always kind of something you had to do because in like soccer, you have to do the warm up and you have to do the sprints and you have to do kind of yeah, run just because it's a part of the sport. And
Right.
in PE, the same. Like, okay, we didn't do Cooper test, like the girls didn't do Cooper, but we ran like 1,500 meters instead. And I didn't enjoy it. I hated going to the track. I hated and we don't do like cross country or anything thing like that in the Nordic countries. So in Finland, like you don't get into the sports in the same way as you do in maybe the UK and the US. It's more of you have it as a hobby, not something that you get from school. You have to kind of find it on your own,
Okay.
which is, I'm kind of sad about it after actually learning about the running
Yeah.
culture in the US and the UK. And I'm like, cross country is a thing. I don't even know what cross country
Cross
is.
country.
I'm like, it looks fun.
Right.
But like
Listen,
running was
I wish I would have ran cross country. I'm mad. I played basketball. I was in the wrong sport. I wish I would have ran cross country. I thought at that particular time running 3 miles was like running to another country at that particular. It seems so far, and as I'm now 14 marathons in. Like I'm like 3 miles would have been nothing. I'm like, oh man, that's a 5K. Like oh, I would have killed. I would have killed in high school. But yeah. So let's talk about that. My next question is, when did you get the idea to run a marathon? So since you're explaining that in Finland, it's not really this big running sort of community outside of people doing it as a hobby. Where did you get the
yeah.
idea to do 26.2 miles? Where did it come from?
Well, as I said, like I think most girls, running was a way for like weight loss, and it was kind of a negative thing. It wasn't something we were forced to do in school or as a hobby. And then we started kind of running just to lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
actually, Corona was the time when, for me, running became, or I started running the first time because I wanted to get out of the gym because I lived in Sweden. And if you remember this, in Sweden, Corona wasn't a thing. It's like, oh, we're fine. We don't have to do anything. Anyone can do like anything. We don't have to lock down. Okay, we can do like some like school things, university things,
That's like
and
Atlanta.
like
Atlanta,
work
Georgia here
remotely.
was the same way.
Yeah.
It
But
was
like
wide open.
it was like super wide open there, and I think it took like 1.5 years or something. Don't quote me on this. I can't remember. It was such a long time ago now. But it took a long time before they actually kind of took action. And at that point, everyone else was kind of losing up things and were like, okay, we don't have to be this strict. So yes,
Right.
so I kind of felt uncomfortable at the gym. I had been going to the gym since 2011. I'm 29.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not 29, I'm 28. I will turn
Go ahead
29
now.
in April. But
Okay.
yeah, so since I was 13, 14, I've been going to the gym and I was kind of a gym girl, but it wasn't fun to go to the gym and people were coughing and not wearing masks. And I was like,
Yeah.
I need something else. So I started running instead. I like quit my gym membership, which was very expensive because it was like this super big gym with, you could do like bouldering and swimming and badminton. And I was like, I
Oh,
just went to the
okay.
gym and I paid like
Right.
$90 a month and I was a
Yeah,
student.
yeah,
I
yeah.
was
Right.
like, I'm not even using most of these things. So I saved a lot of money and got like a new hobby. Like I went running because I I wanted the training and I knew like it's free. I don't have to do anything but like move my legs. And it was, I didn't know anything about running up till
So
maybe
so
like a
so
year ago.
what so what where did you get the idea from? No idea from running to like I want to run a marathon.
Yeah,
And
it
was
was
that the
just,
first thing you did? Where did you do like a 5K, a
no, no,
10K?
no.
You went straight marathon.
No, no, no. Okay,
Okay.
so the journey was kind of 2020, started running, and then I just ran. I didn't track anything, so I have no idea how long I ran for, in minutes or in miles. Then, yeah, I kind of just put one foot in front of the other, had no idea what I was doing. I moved to Norway in 2021, December. And from there, we have like collectively, or the Nordic countries think of Norway as this super sporty country. Everyone goes running before like 5 a.m. and goes like cross country skiing, and everyone's so sporty. It's not true. Everyone is not, but maybe like the 10% of the Norwegians you see out there
Right.
and see on
Right. Right.
TV,
Right.
they are the sporty ones. The other ones are quite lazy, to be honest. But I like that. I really enjoy my time in Norway, and so I kind of had this weird, unrealistic pressure on me to,
Uh-huh.
I have to kind of start running more. So I started running more, and I used the NRC, Nike Running Club app. It's like totally free. Anyone can use it.
Okay.
It has these amazing guided runs. So I was just listening into that. I never listen to music on my runs, and I still don't do.
Okay.
I just have kind of the guided runs, or not
Yeah.
anymore, but I used to have them. I love the head coach, Nike Running Global head coach, Coach
Mm-hmm.
Bennett. He's
Mm-hmm.
he's awesome. I love him. I love listening to him,
Okay.
and I kind of learn more about kind of how to run and how to be my own coach
Yeah.
thanks to those. So I ran with that, and this was in, so I moved to Norway December 2021, and then I signed up to the Oslo marathon, no, half marathon, which was in September 2022.
Huh.
And I signed up like 3 months before. You can't do that
Okay.
anymore because today it's completely full. It's already sold
Oh
out.
yeah, yeah,
It's already
yeah.
sold out.
Yo, it's all of the marathons are just hot
It's
tickets right now.
crazy.
It's so hard to get in some of the majors, man, and we'll
Yeah, the
definitely
majors,
get.
no
It's
way.
it's crazy. The lottery has gotten insane, but hey. I love how running has become more popular and people are finding more therapy through it.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
you
but the
ran the
thing is, I
half
signed up
marathon,
to,
yeah.
yeah, so I signed up to this one, and I had kind of, I had a personal trainer at the time,
Okay.
and kind of he was helping me with my running technique because my strides were like too long. I had always, because in the city I live in Bergen in Norway, and it's
Okay.
Bergen means, or Berg means mountain. It's a very mountainous city. It's like this
Wow. So
very
it's nothing
typical
but hills.
mountainous Norwegian. It's so beautiful. It's incredibly
I'm
beautiful.
sure it is.
But
Yes.
it's
Yes.
you either go up or you go down, or mostly you
Right.
go up. And I don't know what part, like when you go down, because I feel like you never do. But
Everything
I
goes up.
hated
Yeah.
hills. But after living there, I love hills. I prefer hills. I ran
Yeah.
in Copenhagen last year,
Yeah.
completely flat. My brain was so bored. It was like, where are the hills? This is like, can we just go and sleep? So
Right.
it's a very
Right.
good place to train and live.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah. I can't even remember what my point with that was.
Listen, I trained in Spain. In Spain, I trained in Madrid, and there's nothing but
No.
hills in Madrid. And boy, did it get me right for my marathon. So,
Mm.
was it a moment that was like, okay, I ran this half marathon. Let's go for the full. Like I got to go for the full thing. What was that moment?
It kind of was because then I ran. Yeah, my point with the heels thing, because I always had so uh like sore knees because I was running
Uh-huh.
up downhill with like too long strides. So then I got my
Gotcha.
strides shorter and it was fine. And then I ran. So the Oslo half marathon was my first ever race in
Wow.
2022. And I ran it in, I thought I was going to run it in like 1:45, but I ran it in 1:58. I think, which is very good. It's
Okay,
very
that's
fast.
good.
Like it's
Yeah, that's
very, very
good.
fast.
Yes.
Like, but I
Yeah,
had
for your
no idea of
first time
any
ever.
times.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and it was kind of with coming straight from being a gym girl to just I
Yeah.
will run this thing. I don't even know what it is, but I got a place. I can't remember where I kind of got the idea I want to run it,
Uh-huh.
but probably like I saw an ad on Instagram or something.
And this was
But
like, let's
so this
go.
was back in. Maybe I should check. I have a list somewhere of all the races have I done because I have done so many. Yeah, I can't probably find it. But then, but I
Okay.
know I have it somewhere. But I think it's
So
just from the
so
2025
just from
races.
like ads and stuff like that. Okay. All right. So
Yeah, but
let's talk about the training for the marathon then. Let's talk about what did training teach you about yourself while getting
yes.
prepared for this marathon.
So I ran the Paris Marathon in 2024. This was my first. As I ran in 2022, I ran the Oslo, and then in 2023, I ran the Bergen half marathon, so in the city where I live. And after that, I was like, oh, I want to run the Berlin Marathon,
Ooh.
but because I had no clue about the majors that's even a thing,
Yeah.
because this was in April or May, and
Mm-hmm.
then the Berlin Marathon is in September or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. I've ran
So it was
Berlin.
way too
Mm-hmm.
close. Like the
Yeah.
application has closed a long time
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
So then I saw, okay, the Paris Marathon is in 1 year and you can apply already now. So then I applied because it's in like the first week of April. And I was like, okay. And then you had to kind of fill out, like, have you ever run a marathon before? I was like, okay, it's in a year. I will probably have run a marathon like in training or at some point before that, because it's in a year. I did not run a marathon before that. It was my
Right. Right.
first ever. Once again, I used the Nike running app,
Uh-huh.
run club app
Mm-hmm.
for the training. And my longest ever run was 30K. I could not get myself to run further than that. I ran it once. It took me 4 hours, 3 hours and 29 minutes.
Okay.
It took
Okay.
me to
Okay.
run
No, that's
30K.
good.
Yeah. And it was kind of the only thing I did. I used the training app and I used it for, I did it twice. I did the like same marathon training plan twice because I had a year. So
Mm-hmm.
I had a year to do it. So I had time to do it twice. And it was so hard. I remember I was like, I have to run like 20K. I have to run 25K. And then I had like a dress rehearsal with 26.2K. I was like, oh my God, it's like I have to have, like, I had the running vest and with all the snacks. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I hadn't heard about gels at that point. Like, so I had dates
Yeah.
and like these baby snack pouches, like with smoothies or like for babies.
Yeah.
So you can just open them and take them as a gel, but like the amount of carbs is maybe 1/3 of a gel or something.
Right.
So
Right. Right. Right.
that was kind of the training for the Paris Marathon. I
Okay.
tried to
So
run.
what was the hardest part of training? Like, what was the hardest part of training? Uh, for that time? Was it cold? What was it?
No, I would say like ignorance is a bliss because I had no idea. I had no idea. Like I just signed up for the
Just
marathon, and I
naive,
was
just
more
like
excited to just go to Paris. I was like, I will see all the like monuments. I have been to Paris once when I was 4, so I can remember everything, anything. I have apparently seen Mona Lisa. No recollection because I was 4 years old. I was
right,
like,
right,
okay,
right,
I will go
right.
there. I will see all these things except Mona Lisa, but I will see the Louvre. I will see the Eiffel
Yes.
Tower. I will see Notre Dame and all these things. Maybe
So
not Notre Dame
okay,
actually, but
so I love Paris. I've had the opportunity to go there, and to experience the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, all of that. So let's go to take us to race day. So you're in
yeah,
beautiful Paris, to run this marathon. I feel like I gotta go run Paris. That just sounds
yeah,
amazing.
recommend.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's quite hilly. It's like 200 something meters of
Wow.
elevation. It's like
Okay.
230 meters, I think. I did not know that. My friend told me this last week.
Uh-huh.
I
So you
was
didn't
like,
even know
no.
after running
I was
it.
like, that's why it was so hard.
Okay, all
Like
right.
3 years
Let's
later, I'm like,
3 years
2
later,
years
you're like,
later,
oh, no
okay.
wonder that was crazy. Okay.
So
So you
look,
get there.
no idea what a marathon even was. I knew the distance, but it didn't say me anything because I had never run that far. So
So
ignorance,
take
like
us to the morning. Take us to the morning of race day. Like, what was the whole getting like your getting prepared to the start, get to the start line with the corrals. Like, since this is you're totally naive about marathons. You're just
yeah.
there and you're just going with the flow. Like, what happens? What are the thoughts that are running through your head as you're at the start line? Like, you're there. Like, what is going through your head at that point?
Because this was I arrived, I think, so I had 2 nights before. And then because now I remember the day before I wanted to go. I was like, I don't really know what to do. I need to carb load. Apparently, that's something. So I need to eat a lot of food.
Yeah.
But I was like, I have to because when I arrived, I went straight up and picked up my bib and things. That was also because as you can see, I have a suit on, and I had a suit when I arrived, and then there was like this uh, bib collection expo, and
Yep.
then in the same area was this for doctors who kind of operate like what is it called, like not gynecologist but urologist, like gynecologist but for men.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
I can't remember what it's called, but
Yeah.
so they had their kind of conference. So apparently I went there instead because I was like, oh, there are a lot of people. I would just follow them. And then because I was in a suit and everyone else there was in a suit, which I was like, okay, this is a bit weird, but okay. And then
Yeah. Right.
I asked them, where's like the beam pickup? They were like, I don't know, go there. And there was like, here are a lot of like butt doctors. And I was like, okay, but where is like the marathon runners? And I was like, okay, this is the wrong section. Like
Okay.
this is the
Okay.
E building. I'm supposed to be in the A building.
Wrong B. Well, not
Yeah, I was like,
bibs,
okay.
not butts. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was
I get
like,
it. I
yeah,
get it.
bibs,
I get
not
it. I
butts.
get
I was like, this
it.
is wrong because I looked like because then when I came to the expo, people wearing running clothes. I was like, oh, this is
Okay,
the right.
now you seem out of place in the suit. So this is where you're supposed to be at. Okay, all right, all right,
Yeah.
all right.
So yeah, so then I got there and then I had like my passport, I got my bib, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
yay, okay. I didn't know like it was a thing to get like a picture with your bib because I
Yeah,
had never raced this big
yeah.
before, and I was like, why are these people like doing all these weird things? And I was like, okay, well, whatever. I walked there and like, what is this? There are so many things that they sell, and then I got to my hotel and got a good night's sleep, and then the next day I was like, what to do today? I have the race tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
That day, I think I walked. I got a bit lost. I was on my way to go to this museum, and then I got a bit lost because I took like the metro to the wrong direction. And I think I walked
Uh-huh.
like 35,000 steps that day,
Wow,
or
wow.
something.
And this is the
So
day before the marathon.
yes,
Wow.
this was
Well,
the day before. My first ever
35,000 steps.
marathon.
Okay,
I
great,
was
great,
lost in
great, great.
Paris. It was like very beautiful, but maybe
Yeah.
not the day before your first marathon. Then I
Mm-hmm,
came to my
mm-hmm.
hotel. I was so tired. I ordered some, I love Ethiopian food. So I was like,
Hmm.
it's like this, what are they called? Like this kind of tortillas.
Okay, okay.
They're, I can't remember, but they're like, I was like, it's carbs. And then I love
Yeah.
like the food. So I will just order that. And I
Okay.
Ubered it, Uber Eats. My first time ever using Uber Eats. And
Mm-hmm.
then I ate that and went to sleep. And then the next morning, yeah, because I knew that you should always eat the same thing, like that you have kind of trained with on race
Right.
day. That much I
Right.
knew.
Right.
Thanks to
Right. Keep the
the
same
guy that
routine.
runs.
Mm-hmm.
So they had taught me some good or valuable lessons. So I had like these small, quite small. I think I should maybe have taken two, but I had like oat packages that I poured into
Yeah.
this cup,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
I put some warm water on it and ate it, and that's was my breakfast. And
Okay.
then yeah, I had also the day before bought some pastries. So the
Okay. So you was
Parisian,
good.
yeah. So I was like, I ate those too, and then yeah, I ate that, and then I was because I put like I would run a 4 hour 15
Yeah.
starting group.
Yeah.
So I would start quite late in the day, like 11 a.m. or something.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
tried to go and watch the elites, but there was like so many people, so I didn't see them.
Right.
So I just stroll around, and I was like, I will just go back when it's my time. And then
So
because
so
I
my
wasn't
next.
nervous,
Okay.
I was
Okay.
kind of just took my backpack with a lot of snacks, and it was
Yeah.
so filled with snacks. I had like chocolate, I had dates, I had these baby pouches, and I was like,
Oh, you had everything in
okay,
that
I
mess.
don't really have a
Yeah,
plan,
yeah,
but
yeah,
let's go.
yeah. So, during your when you start this race, what were the thoughts in your head, and when you take the first couple of steps in this marathon, you get the
So,
energy of the crowd. Like, what was your thoughts running your first couple of steps?
first, like every starting group, you were like doing kind of this, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
faster and faster, and then woo, and then you ran. So you had a lot of like adrenaline, but I was like, I'm so slow. Everyone was running past me. Because like a 4 hour marathon, I had no idea what that even meant. I was like, 4 hours.
Right.
It's a nice number. I will run in 4 hours. That's
Yeah.
the goal.
It's a nice number. I
Um,
love it.
but it was like I had no idea like what that even meant. It was just
Right.
4 hours sounded nice. And I knew like you had to run in under 6 hours or 6.5 hours. So I was like, 4 hours, yeah, I'm sporty. I'm like, why not?
Right, right,
So
right,
I
right.
remember like the first, I was like filming the first 200 meters. I think I
Mm.
sent a snap to my friend, like, everyone is running past me. Like, everyone was running past me because I didn't know, like, because, most people are going out too hot. And I didn't know that was a thing. So
Yep.
everyone in the first like 500 meters, people were running past me. And I was like, I'm in the wrong group.
Okay,
But I
so
was like just enjoying myself and having fun. I'm like, soon I will see like this like sightseeing thing, and I will see
yeah,
all these
you just
beautiful, like I
enjoying
will
the
see
race.
Paris, and I was so excited about that. I didn't care about the time or like I was just yeah, I had like so much fun. I'm in Paris. I'm in Paris.
Yes,
Even like in my
yes.
head, like I'm in Paris.
So this is the so let's get into it as far as this show is called Mile 20 Mindset, and with every marathon and every marathon runner, and as you know now, there's a wall. There's a moment that your internal conversation turns against you. like everything in you is like, why am I doing this? Why did I pay to do this? like so what was that moment? What mile was it? What was that moment for you?
Yeah, I think 20 might be quite good. I think around, because I remember I was filming crossing like the 30K line. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, I have never ran this far before. like I ran the 30K in four
Yeah.
hours once, and I was like, I think I ran in 3:30 or something. I crossed like the 30K line, and I was like,
Okay.
I have never run it this fast. And I was like, every step I take after this, I have never run that long ever before. And I was
Mm.
just like, oh, also I got past kind of back and front. There is where there's like army guys in army suits
Okay.
and
Okay.
like backpacks and army boots running. They run way past me a couple of times, and then they were separate groups, but they were way faster than me, and they were carrying like probably I don't know how many backpacks or like kilos in
Right.
the backpack, but that, and they didn't even have running shoes. And I was like, okay, today I would outrun them. But then I was like, I will
Yeah.
try and keep up with them. And then even were like, ale, 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 ale. And I was like, no, ale. I was like, I'm trying to survive here. And so, yeah, kind of 33K in, I was like, okay, my knee or quad has a lot of pain. And
Mm.
because I'm very intentional with my training. I have
Mm-hmm.
never been injured, except yesterday, apparently, kind of strained something in my quad, but let's not talk about that. But up till yesterday, at least, I have never
Yeah.
like been
Yeah.
injured in a way that I had to not run. Like I could
Right.
always, I have always been able to keep running. Now I have run every single day since December 20th, 2024
Come on.
with no problem.
Right.
So I was like, okay, I have this pain. I will walk because I don't know what it is. I don't know if I should keep on running,
Right.
and I rather take it slow than to push my body. I have always kind of
Mm.
had that mindset that I rather take it slow down now than to force to stop at some
Right.
point.
Right.
So I
Right.
think that was like kilometer 33 or
Mm.
something like that. And yeah, I was just okay. I'm still in Paris. I'm still having fun.
It's still
I'm just in
beautiful. It's
pain
still
in
right.
Paris, and
Right. Right. Right.
people.
Right.
So many people were like holding these signs, like "pain is just bread" in French, and I was like, "Yes, it is."
That's okay. So, what did it feel like crossing the finish line? Like,
I cried.
what was the like
I
what were
have
the
this
thoughts in
video
your
of
head?
me, like I think I walked for like 3 miles, something like that, from 33K, and then I think I ran the last 2K, 2.5K maybe. It was a bit downhill, so it was a bit easier, but I still was in a lot of pain.
Mm,
But like mentally, I was fine the whole marathon because I never
right.
pushed myself too far.
Right.
So mentally, I was like, okay, I'm not scared if I need to walk. I'm having fun. I had so much fun, and because I didn't actually have a time goal in the sense that I have now when
Yeah.
I'm like I want to run like a sub 3 or 2:45 marathon. I was like,
Right.
I just want
Right.
to finish. I don't care.
Right.
So, like in the, you can see the pictures at the end. I'm getting passed by this maybe 11-year-old boy. He probably wasn't 11 because I think you
Oh,
have to be
that hurt.
15
That
to run the
hurt. Yeah.
marathon. But like he was
Yeah.
so tiny, and he just runs past me. I'm like on the picture. I'm like, oh, I look so dead, and like, oh, I usually have a very good posture, but I'm like, oh, looking so dead, and I don't. This was maybe 2K to go or something, and I'm like, ah. I didn't. It didn't look good, but I made it, and then like the last 300-400 meters, it was
Hmm.
like on this finish line thing,
Yeah.
which was a bit softer to run on also.
Yeah.
And I remember I was just, I'm at the finish line. I don't like what. How did I get here? And
Right.
like crossing the finish line, I took off my phone and filmed myself,
Hmm.
and then I just had to cry. I was like, I
Oh.
was thinking about the Sifan Hassan. Like I cried this morning. Like why am I running marathon? I feel you. I was like, I was crying, and was like, it was a relief to be crossing the finish line, but also kind of sad because it was over. But also, this was my first marathon, and
Yeah.
still I'm in Paris.
Right. You can't forget that. Can't forget you in Paris. You can't cry too long.
Yeah, and it was kind of because I had the pain, so I think that all the pain suddenly just came to life. I didn't feel the pain in a way, but like all the adrenaline left the body and all the feelings, emotions came bubbling up. And it was just such a beautiful moment to be there and get my medal, and I was so happy. And because I had taken a hotel which was maybe 300 meters from the finish line,
Hmm.
so I didn't have a long
Oh, so yeah,
walk
that was great
home.
planning right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
You good. Yeah. See, if you ever run the New York Marathon, after the finish line, there's like a mile walk that you have to walk to get out of the race. So that's what everyone talks about, the walk after the marathon. It's like
No
it's
one
so
remembers the
brutal.
race.
Yeah, it's brutal. The walk after the finish line is brutal. Yeah, everybody just hobbling, looking like penguins walking through the. It's crazy. So my next question is, how did running a marathon change you as a person after
I actually think it didn't. It was just okay, you know, I have done this thing, and then the next race I ran was a 5K in London.
that?
Okay, this was also I followed this influencer Anna Archer, and she had this 5K together with Rana and her run club
Mm-hmm.
in London in 2024 August. And I went there. I flew to London. I stayed one night. The next day was the race in Battersea Park, 5K. So I ran it in like 23 minutes. And after that, I
Mm-hmm.
had to get back to the airport. So I was just, I think what it did to me to run in Paris was kind of running can take me places because
Mm.
I'm very, I don't like going on vacations, being on the beach, not doing
Mm-hmm.
anything. I need to, I know, I want to see the world, but I want to see the
Right.
world being active. So I was like, it
Yeah.
was such a good way to see Paris because I got to
Yeah.
run. And I
Yeah.
was like, I can do that anywhere. I can just sign up for any race anywhere, go there for one
Mm-hmm.
night or not even that, just back and forth. And then be there and see the city or the country. And I think it maybe that's what I got after the marathon, but it
Yeah.
wasn't like I will do this again, but it wasn't I will never do this again. It was just
Okay.
kind of I checked my first marathon.
So speaking of again, you did do it again, and you did it in great fashion, coming in at a was it three? You said 3:15, correct?
Yeah,
Um,
3:15:11. So
so so
Boston qualifying time.
yeah. So talk to me, like what made you want to get back into it, and then not just get back and run another one, but crush it. Like what was your decision in saying, you know what, that first one, it was great to finish, but I want to do it in a different fashion.
So the Paris was in April 2024. This one
Mm-hmm.
that I ran in 3:15 was in Oslo in September 2025.
Mm-hmm.
So I posted this Instagram story or reel that you saw, which is
Mm-hmm.
like a year can make a difference, or a year of consistency can make a difference. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's more than a year apart, but it's also less than a year apart because it took until March 2025, 11 months after. Is it 11? Yes, 11 months after Paris. I was actually TikTok. I was posting on TikTok at that time because kind of I didn't dare to post on Instagram because people who were following me there were mostly people I knew, and I was like, maybe they are not interested in my running content. So I was
Mm-hmm.
posting more on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok anymore, but people kind of got to know me as the girl who runs in shorts because I was running in shorts in the winter in the snow, and then I had a TikTok live, and someone there commented that you run so much, one day we will see you in the Olympics. And
Mm.
that kind of start or gave me the I don't know, idea, but I just wanted to see, okay, I know nothing about the Olympics. I have never followed any sport, really. The Premier League a bit, but nothing major. Like
Right.
I have kind of just done the sport myself. So I was like, the Olympics, I know it's a big thing. I know kind of what it is, but I don't know every sport. And especially, I know nothing about the running or the long distance running. So
Right.
I was
Right.
like, I will just check what's the qualifying time for the Olympics. And it was like, okay, Paris Olympics qualifying time for the 5K, 10K, and then the marathon because there's no
Hmm.
half marathon. And the numbers really didn't say me anything. I was like, they're fast. Even like 5,000 meters. I don't even know what it is. Maybe it's for women 16 minutes and
Crazy.
10,000 meters, maybe 35, 4
Right.
minutes or something. And this was for the Paris Olympics and like the last four, 3 or 4 Olympics, like the qualifying times, you have had to go a lot faster because I think in Rio 10 years ago, women's marathon, I think it was 2:45, and now it's like
Ooh.
2:30 or
Wow.
something qualifying.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
with super shoes and everything. But that's kind of where it all started. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I will see. I have 3 years until the LA 28 Olympics to
Huh?
see how like how close to I was not like I will qualify, but how close to the qualifying time can I actually
Yeah.
get. And prior to this, prior to like 9th or 11th of March 2025, my running was very recreational. Like I ran like the everyday runner. I had never had a goal with my running.
Mm.
I just ran
Mm.
because I like still 99% of the reason I run is for my mental health. I
Mm-hmm.
feel so good when I run.
Yeah.
I don't like most of my easy runs. I just go on there. I run, as I said, I run every day and I do it for my mental health. I don't do it because
Cool.
like I need to run. I have to run. It's like I need to get sleep and I need to get food every day and I need to have my daily run for
Cool.
my head, for my body to feel good. So I can never had a goal, but when I was running more and more, because so last January, I paused my gym membership because I'm like, oh, I don't like going to the gym in January. Like regular gym goers, we do not like January because the gyms are so full. So I was like, I will
So
just
packed.
run
Right.
instead. I'll just run
Right.
instead.
Right.
And
Right.
kind of from there, the run streak started because
Mm.
it was like, I will just run every day instead of train. And then I just kept on running. And suddenly I have ran for over a year every single day. But but it was kind of that Olympic thought or qualifying. And
Yeah.
then I downloaded Runner. I have used Runner once before, but then I was like, I didn't get the point because I was used to the Nike guided runs,
Right.
which they were actually guided. Like someone had like sat down in the studio and real people
Yeah.
speaking, good
Yeah.
quality. Runner
Yeah.
AI, like in 100 meters, you will
Right.
pick up to 3:45 pace. I was like, I don't want to listen to this AI. I didn't kind of get it because it was not what I was used to.
Right.
But then I downloaded Run again. I was like, okay, I will take the 2 week free trial again
Yeah.
and just give it a shot because apparently everyone loves it.
Right.
And in that first week of using Rana like properly,
Mm-hmm.
I think I PB like 4 or 5 times just on an easy
Wow.
run because the app made me push myself. It was like, okay, but I can run a lot faster than I
Right.
think. Like, because my mind was like, I used to just run, and my boyfriend was very like, do you have to run so slow? I know you can run faster. Because in my head, I was like, this is I didn't have a pace. I didn't even know what pace was. I
Right.
just
Right.
ran.
Right.
I was like, I
Right.
didn't know
Right.
all these fancy words. I just ran. And he was like, but you ran like I kind of ran in too fast for him to walk, but too slow for him to run. So it was very hard for him to kind of keep up with me.
Right.
But
Right.
I was like, because kind of the mindset I had with running was never to be very fast. It was just to run. And
To
I actually
move. Yeah.
remember when I was training
Yeah.
for the Paris Marathon, I at some point ran I think it was after, no, it was before. It was like in the winter before. I ran my first 20K in under 2 hours.
All right.
And I was like, what? How is that even possible? I'm like, what? And now like 20 minutes in 1.5 hours. I'm like, yeah, whatever, easy run. So too. so,
Right.
so yeah, but like using Run and kind of having a coach, even an AI coach, it really changed the way I looked at running and changed the way I looked at my body. And I think I know that if I would have the knowledge that I have gained from these
Mm.
months since last March, I would have ran much better in Paris because Paris was it was just a
It was
marathon in a
fun.
sense.
Right,
It
right,
didn't have a
right.
goal. It was just a race. It was like something I will go on vacation to Paris, or
Yeah.
it was, yeah. So if I would have had the same mindset to actually go in with it, because I have the fitness, I'm like endurance. I'm very strong on endurance, like
Right,
genetically. So I have
right,
no problem with that. I can run for like super long times and no
right,
problems. But
right.
I didn't have the knowledge when going into Paris, but I have gained so much knowledge in just a few months. So my 5K PB was 23:24 in
Mm.
August 2024 when I ran in London. And then when I ran in April 2025, just 1 month, I think, 3 weeks, 1 month after using Runner, I ran a 5K after I was I ran it in Norway. The night before I had like this film gig thing in the night on a
Mm-hmm.
boat between
Yeah.
Finland and Estonia. So then when I came back to Finland, went to the airport, flew home, like I even had to change flights once, flew home to Norway, had 4 hours, 5 hours maybe,
Huh.
and then I had the track 5,000 meter race. I ran it in
Wow.
2016, I think, with
Come
poor sleep,
on.
with being up all night and having
Yeah.
traveled the whole day. And this was like 6 months apart, 7 months apart, but
Wow.
only using runoff for 1 month. And it was just a mindset that I can run
Yeah. Yeah.
a sub
Yeah.
20-minute 5K that
Yeah.
made me push my body. Like if I think I could have ran like 20 minutes or
Come on.
1959 or something if I would have been better recovery the night
Right.
before.
Right. Right.
So
Well.
that kind of just a mindset shift and the knowledge of what I can actually do with my body. So that's kind of where it all started. And then last year I think I did 27 races,
Wow.
5K, 10K, 3,000 meters, and I think I should have it somewhere here. I will see if I can find it. So I ran at least once a month.
27. Yeah. Yeah.
uh,
27 is, yeah, it's only 12 months. That's more like two a month. That's incredible. Yeah, no.
yeah, like I ran many, I think 3 times. Yeah, 3 times last year I ran 5K. No, 2 times last year I ran a 5K and a half marathon on the same day.
Wow.
And once I ran 5K in the evening, half marathon in the morning. And once I ran in Oslo, actually, when I got my PB of 3:15, I ran the marathon first. 45 minutes later, I ran a half marathon.
Come
Jogged
on.
a half marathon. I need to say
No.
it was like two hours
I'm
and
sure of it.
14
Wow.
minutes.
Wow. Listen, your story and your drive and just even seeing the jump from 5 hours to three is inspirational. It makes me like, listen, this conversation, I'm ready to go throw on my sneakers and go get me some miles in right now. Like that's, I can feel the love and passion in your voice. So thank you so much for sharing your story. I got this last segment, which is our knees out speed questions. So You answer them with one word answers. Knees out. That's my running crew. Knees out coalition.
Yeah.
Knees out because we wear the short shorts and the knees be out, you know. So knees out means yes, and knees in means no.
Oh,
So I'm
I
gonna
won't
ask you.
remember that.
Okay, all right. So just yes or no. That's fine. That's fine.
But
Yes or
I'm
no is fine.
I'm team knees out because I hate running because I ran just a quick quick here before we go into
Yeah,
those. I ran the
yeah.
Polar Night Marathon, which is in northern Norway. You know, it's very north. It's over the Arctic Circle, so they do not have sun. They don't see the sun until February, between November and February or something like that. So I ran it like in the middle of the day, but it was very dark. So
I'm
it was
sure.
like -7 degrees centigrade. No idea what that's in Fahrenheit.
And you had the knees out.
But no, there, because I have this kind of rule, no longer than 90 minutes in shorts. Which,
Okay.
like, I also had a long run last week in minus 14 degrees centigrade.
-14.
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
yeah, but that was also I ran 21K, and that was also long pants. But I hate the first 30 minutes because I'm so used to I have to run in shorts because my
Yeah.
legs are so warm. People are, how can you
Yeah.
run in shorts all the time? I'm like, because my upper body freezing, my fingers freezing, my legs, they're like the sun. They are like, I don't know, they are like producing so much heat. It's crazy. I have to run in shorts. So when I wear long pants, when it's even if it's like minus super many degrees,
Yeah.
like the first 30 minutes, my legs are so warm. Like yesterday, I ran in long pants. I had to like take them off because I had shorts under, like these super tiny shorts. But I like just had to take them off because I was like, I can't do this. It's too warm. So I'm
Listen.
team knees out. So knees
Okay. All
out,
right.
yes. I will try to
All right.
remember
All
that.
right. So let's get into these speed questions. Did you ever think about quitting during training, but you still showed up for yourself?
No, I don't remember. Knees in?
Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. All right. All right. Do you believe that every person has a marathon in them?
Knees in.
Okay. 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 Is a marathon more mental or physical?
Oh, mental.
Okay. All right. Do you believe running can change a person outside of the miles?
Knees out. Knees out.
All right. And last but not least, are you planning to run all the majors?
Knees out.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, listen. Thank you so much for sharing your incredible story. I look forward to seeing more updates of your running. I'm a fan. I'm watching, and this concludes another episode of Mile 20 Mindset. Everyone, please follow and subscribe. Peace, y'all.